What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Feed Strategy. I am Pete. I'm a top player in Risk Global Domination. Of daily release on YouTube. I'm doing weeknight streams on Twitch, and it's a weeknight, and I'm streaming. And I'm playing as white on my home turf of Pangea. We're doing this live on Twitch. Let's see how the old cookie crumbles. World Dawn Progressive, Axford 60. I love these settings. You got one bot, nothing fancy. Expert automated. The bot is purple after me. I'm in the third seat. I'm in the fourth seat. First seat, we got the Blue Players General, the Nail 187.15 from USA. In the second seat, the Purple Players General Sawada 186.56 from Canada. Playing as Magenta in the third position. Gascon Tamashiro from Mexico, playing as black. I'm in the fourth position, playing as white, and after me, we have an expert AI. Finally, we got Crab 56.56 from Canada, playing as red. Let's see how it goes. Blue is quitting on their first turn. How lovely. He's a quitter. Okay, and Magenta goes for the noob corner. Also known as jackpot, folks. If you're new to Pangea, the reason I love it is we got a noob magnet here. It says, hey, I'm going to magnetize all the noobs. The noobs are going to be like, hey, look at that. 3 for 2 and a 2 for 2. Oh my God, I want it. Let's fight. And the old Peatman is probably going to stay out of trouble somewhere else. Let's see if anyone breaks a Magenta. Blue has a good line, but Blue bought it. Oh, that could be bad news baseball if Magenta gets super strong on the right-hand side. Okay, me playing as white, I could break, but that would be very expensive. I'll hide in this pocket. I like that spot a lot. It's one of my favorite territories down here because it's kind of a corner. Hang out and hide. I'm 1/3 of the way to owning Australia. I'm not involving myself in that fight. Magenta has way too much material on that side of the map. They have nothing exterior, so if they get strong over there and I'm not there, then it's not really my problem. JJ says, the noob she told you to worry about. That's pink. Hey, JJ, did you invent the term noob corner? I'm trying to figure out who coined the phrase. Was it you? They can have Australia and Uncle Arctic. He says, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who coined it either. Someone coined it. And we have video evidence. Okay, let's see what red does. Does red involve themselves? Red wants North America, maybe? Okay, so blue's actually at the end of the turning sequence because they skip, but they're going to be a bot now, right? General the Nail. Blue as a bot. Yeah, okay, so red wants to be there. This is all fine. This is all totally fine. I might be in a 2-position play. Layer Cake says I call Magenta third. Yeah, maybe. Thank you too, Pixie. Howdy, Pete. Hope the day's going well. It is. Thank you very much. It is. How are you? Thank you. Ari says I have a brief follow-up to the Vidian Phage question. The floor is yours, sir. Are you red, pink, and red the only players left? So blue looks like they're back, and they continue to skip. Okay, blue's now skipped 2 turns in a row. Black botted. Okay, blue is here. Pink is here. I am here. Red is here. All right, Aries says, you could interpret the scenario as regarding terminal disease since the phage is terminal, but there are also the element the phage is visually disfiguring, right? Udinas would literally get face graft from different individuals. So not only are they terminally ill, but they look like monsters. It's not just health, but appearance and interaction with others. Right. Right. And I really don't know how to state my position more clearly. I think I addressed it in the way that I am comfortable addressing it. Like, ask me a specific question and I will deign to answer it as intelligently as I can, right? I think the thing about quality of life being up to me, the quality of my life being up to me to decide is, at least from my understanding, one of my fundamental and most important exercises of personal freedom and autonomy, right? So I have to be the one who decides what enough is. And do we see a 4v2? We do. Purple takes a +6. That's scary. Someone should break that. What's up, Pepis? What do you think the most famous Canadian in the world is right now? Probably Jordan Peterson. Who do you think it is? Justin Bieber? Trudeau or Pete? Neither. Jay just says Justin Bieber. There you are. Ryan Reynolds? Sure, that's close. Who's the most famous Canadian in the world? Ooh! Rolls a 4v3 and loses. That's why you don't do that. Celine Dion, yeah. Celine. Aries says, are you saying I should DM you a picture of a particular VD for you to consider? No, I know. Getty Lee, nice. No, I think the point I'm trying to make, Aries, is that while I might see certain types of disfigurement as a step too far for me to be willing to continue to go on with my life at the quality that I demand and have become accustomed to, that's not to say that other people would share that opinion. So I think the very best thing I can do on this note is just to say that I understand how difficult terminal and disfiguring illnesses could be for people, right? So this is a touchier question, I think, than you might realize. Blue took a card, yeah. Blue finally woke up to the game. That's why I just want you to be very specific about your questions, right? So that I can answer them without venturing off into territory that might accidentally hurt someone's feeling. Is that a fair answer? Ryan says, after Googling, there's a surprising amount of famous Canadians. Exactly. We punch above our weight, don't we? Aries says, that's fair. I was hoping to emphasize the appearance aspect instead of the health aspect, but it's hard to separate them in this case. Yeah, I mean, hey, man, look, at some point you would hope that vanity leaves you, right? Like, I'm 40 years old, and I think I'm a fairly vain guy, which I don't think is particularly virtuous. So with that in mind, my thinking is that I strive to be proud of my accomplishments more than something maybe something unearned, right? Something given has no real value. Something earned does. So that's the way I would make the distinction. And then, yeah, as you age, vanity has to kind of leave you. Otherwise, it gets quite gross. Like, I always use the metaphor of, like, Donald Trump. So Donald Trump, if you've ever seen a picture of his apartment in New York, he has a golden toilet, like a gold-plated toilet. And it really, it's not even a metaphor. That reality really speaks to me in terms of just how disgusting the worst of humanity can be, right? Wow, Red's just getting pummeled by the spot. Like, the idea that there would be a single human alive without enough food, water, shelter, and this man would not only choose to spend it on to shit on a golden toilet, but also to do so while acting in the highest office in the country, right? It's just a shocking mismatch between how broken our values are in Western culture. Right? That's the deeper philosophical answer to your question, Aries. Right? That's where we go with that. Vanity. Vanity becomes quite grotesque at its extreme. Quite grotesque. I'm happy with that answer. Layer Cake says, to be honest, I wouldn't mind taking a shit on a gold toilet just once. Exactly. What's he supposed to do? What do you mean? What is the core belief behind that? Is it greed? I don't presume to tell you that it's limited to the West. No. I think the long-term consequences of an economy that's based on competition results in this. So one of my favorite philosophers, Peter Joseph, uses the term value system disorder. So we, as a collective, lack correct values, right? We have perverse incentives that are fundamentally derived from our economy being competitive rather than cooperative. And I think at some point, a discussion around building a cooperative economy and what that would even look like, I think is long overdue, right? I'm not sitting here claiming that I'm smart enough to invent a utopia. What I am saying is I think it would be wise for us as humans to have that discussion about designing our systems intentionally rather than accidentally. Aries says, very nice. It's funny. I crafted the question only thinking about the potential nuts and bolts answers, but I didn't think about how answering it in this context would necessitate diplomatic language, which in turn leads us down other paths. Great answer. I enjoyed this one. Yeah. And you know what? I'm really enjoying this process. So if you guys are new to what Aries is doing, he's asking me philosophically minded questions based on the Star Trek oeuvre. And I'm really, really loving where you're going with all of those. So please keep going. How do you look at meritocracy versus luck? Say more, Ryan. Say more. Mr. Spunk says human nature prevents cooperative utopias. People too greedy. So I don't actually think there's such a thing as human nature, Mr. Sprunk. I don't think the term human nature is particularly meaningful. And we might disagree, but it's more accurate that there is different human behaviors based on different incentives rather than saying there is such a thing as human nature and humans are greedy. Like if you were provided with all of your material needs, and you were always provided with all of your material needs, and there was never an inkling that you would ever not be, assuming all of those things, I know those are big ifs, but assuming those, what would you choose to do with your life? What would you value? It would be completely different, right? So how do I look at meritocracy versus luck? I don't believe in an ethic of fairness. I don't think we live in a fair universe. But that's not to say that it doesn't make way more sense to have our efforts be rewarded, right? I still very, very much do believe in merit. Merc in Aries says, look at billionaire kids. Yeah, they're fucked right up, eh? Oh my God, I think Red's getting smoked here. Red just was in the most unlucky possible position. I don't think we see a 5v5, but maybe purple hits it. And then I'm the only one to pay it off on the other side of the map. I mean, I could kill him now, but it's not even worth. No one's traded. Sets the 6. Like, I could kill Red, right? I would double trade. See, I'm not at risk of death. I hedge. But then again, Red's going to set then. I don't care. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. I'm curious. Chad says, I played my FFA and I'm trying to focus on being more heartless. It paid off tonight. You use the term heartless like it was strategic. Play to win. right? And I don't think any one of your opponents would expect anything less than you to play to win, right? Red guy's ass handed to him by bot. The most embarrassing that happened to Risk. Plus, trust me, I've been there. We've all been there, bro. Yes, indeed. If he doesn't have a set, I get this kill. I hope I do. Poor Red. Poor Crab. Oh no, Crabby man! Mr. Crabule! Yes, run. Run away from the Peachman. I will murder your life to death. You will die, and it will be a shame. Run. Escape. Crab. I will eat you for your cards. Yeah, fucking Purple's gonna kick his ass. Senor Grafton says, for me, I feel in the situation whereby all needs are provided, the issues would arise not from greed, but rather interpersonal, like people gaining desire to actively deprive others from things from spite. Well, we can't know for sure, but I don't imagine that with the right incentives, people would have much need to be spiteful. Maybe I'm too Pollyanna about that, though. So, magenta misses the red kill. I definitely get it. And then what happens? Blue would look like they're almost up next. I get absolutely fed this red kill, so let's take it. Can black do anything to stop me? Martin says, I will say one of the only things that drives me forward anymore is spite. Come on, you're full of it. You're full of it, sir. Line opens the line. Great. Get our first kill on the red player. Or grab. Unfortunate. Okay, Black Hill looks pretty good. Sitting on 5 cards. Do it next turn. Yeah, GG Red. Oh boy, Red got fooked. Hey, Kitty. Hi, I'm new here. What is this game? You love the pink and purple. Oh my god. How you doing tonight, Kitty? You having a good night? Happy fucking Friday. Oh, the pretty colors. Dream Poet says, how do you feel about alcohol in society? I've seen so many cases of people abusing it and few actually using it in moderation. Possibly it's caused countless tragedies I believe would otherwise be avoided. Substances are a tricky one, right? Like, are mind-altering substances in any capacity a moral good? I kind of fall on the other side of it's mostly a personal freedom issue to determine what substances we choose to engage in. But your point is very well met that people do abuse and they fall victim to addiction and all sorts of other mental health correlated issues. So we have to be very careful with those substances. I have a story with alcohol where I wouldn't say I was ever an alcoholic, but I was drinking daily and I was able to pull myself back from that and fix it. So there is hope. I think this game is over. I killed blue and then I killed black. Hey, we got bits. Beer for Jesus. Thank you, beer. Thank you. Jesus. Great, Chris. All right. Black gets 19 for 3. It's going to be 19 for 4. Black's actually a better kill than blue. but they're in slightly more positions. Ha! They break. I can just simplify and kill blue first. Yeah, that's game, folks, I'm pretty sure. Everyone dies. Feeling good. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Nice quick one. Hope you all enjoyed this video. We found some of it fun and entertaining, maybe a little bit educational and informative. If you are interested in getting better at the Give Risk, I invite you to subscribe to both Free Pete and the Kill Pete strategy and enjoy my content. Crush that sub, folks. Thank you for watching. Defeating 3 novice beginner. Yeah, no shit there. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.